Marvin Gaye, 1972 Trouble Man soundtrack. Everything you missed, jammed into one album.
I'll put it on the list.
What's up, everybody? It's the one, the only Alcor Star Child, and boy, oh boy, was I completely wrong not to really think about what happened with the Georgia Guidestones. What if I told you they were directly connected to a 1972 UN event, which was the first time that event happened, and directly connected to a book that was written by a group called the Club of Rome, who are the world elites, and they were exposed as the world elites in that very year, 1972. And even in this entire conference that happened in 1972, which you're going to see, they specifically said that they were going to put out some guidelines for the coming culture of the population of people on this planet. And the Georgia Guidestones are 100% connected to this 1972 event.
First day, the official delegates assembled for the opening ceremonies in the Royal Opera House, where in the presence of King Gustav Adolf, they listened to the Secretary General of the United Nations, Mr. Kurt Waldheim.
Ladies and gentlemen, everything is of concern to everybody in our deeply interdependent world today. The iron rule remains. Our world is one, inseparable, and interdependent. It is this world that is threatened by the impact of man's unplanned, selfish, and ever-growing activities. No political system makes us immune to this threat. No level of economic development permits us to escape. We all face the challenge of equals, equally threatened, equally vulnerable. The crisis of human environment is a global crisis. Blair opened the United Nations Conference on the Human Environment.
The preparatory committee had chosen 6 major areas of deliberation: human settlements, resource management, identification and control of international pollutants, development and the environment, education and information, and future organizational needs. As the first order of business, the delegates elected a president by acclamation. They chose the head of the Swedish delegation to the conference, Mr. Ingemund Bengtsson.
The attention of the world is now directed at us in Stockholm. Let us therefore fulfill the justified expectations of the peoples of the world that this conference will lay a lasting foundation for the continuing efforts which we must undertake to ensure a better quality of life for all.
Building a modern Stonehenge that acts as an astronomical calendar with 10 commandments inscribed upon it, one of which says that you should guide reproduction wisely, and another that says it'd be a really good idea to have a world population under 10% of what it currently is, and doing all that while hiding your identity. Yeah, I can see why that might make people with a slightly tenuous grasp on reality a bit angry.
Video shows the moment the Georgia Guidestones in Elbert County blew up. This is surveillance video sent by the GBI from just after 4 o'clock this morning. Video also shows what appears to be a silver or gray car speeding away from the scene. Right now, local, state, and federal agencies are working to determine who's behind that explosion.
I want my own baby.
But the law demands zero population growth.
No one is allowed to have a baby for the next 22 years.
Because this is the police state of the future.
I'm going to ask you some questions.
And those who dare to give birth,
What do they begin to suspect?
know they are committing the ultimate crime.
One word from me and you and her and the baby have had it!
Oliver Reed, Geraldine Chaplin, Zero Population Growth, CPG.
For the next 22 years. For the next 22 years. For the next 22 years.
New York City, in the year 2022. Nothing runs anymore. Nothing works. But the people are the same. And the people will do anything to get what they need.
This is the police.
What they need most is Soylent Green.
The supply of Soylent Green has been exhausted. Return to your home.
What is the secret of Soylent Green? Detective Sergeant Thorne He has a 2-year backlog of unsolved murders. Now he's on a case that must be solved. Saul Roth, Thorne's private library.
Hey, Saul!
A living book in a world without books.
Have some pencils, courtesy of your next assignment. William R. Simonson.
Simonson. He was the first to learn the secret of Soylent Green.
They told me to say that they were sorry, but that you had become unreliable.
Saul Roth was the next to know.
How do we come to this?
And he chose to die rather than reveal the secret of Soylent Green.
What is the secret of Soylent Green?
Why did you set up Simonson?
I didn't. Cheryl.
Let's see your hands.
Officially, she's furniture. She comes with the apartment. She belongs to the tenant.
How many times you been in trouble with the police, Cheryl?
Never.
Can't hear you.
Never.
Captain Hatcher. First, he wanted this case solved.
Simonson. What do you say? It was an assassination.
Now, he just wants it closed.
Who bought you? High and hot, and they want this case closed permanently. Their way. Now, you sign this.
You sign it!
Thorne refuses to close the Simonson case.
Just do what you have to do. Where did you go with Simonson?
He took me to church.
Church?
Bless me, Father, for I have sinned. It has been 6 months since my last confession.
Charlton Heston, Edward G. Robinson, Chuck Connors, Lee Taylor Young, Brock Peters, Paula Kelly, and Joseph Cotton fight for survival and try to solve the most bizarre riddle ever to face mankind. The search for the secret of Soylent Green. You will find out why Soylent Green means life. You will find out why Soylent Green means death.
We've got to stop him!
What is the secret of Soylent Green?
Please! Volunteer? Why? Never mind. I'll clue you in. You were the golden boy of the class of 72. When they nominated you for the big one, you couldn't turn it down. Not without losing your all-American image.